Perception, you say?
Yep. Well, Denver doesn't know it's Jack.
Oh,
I've got a 27.
Now let's see what everybody else rolls.
Well, good luck beating a 27, I say.
All right. For the Duncan didn't roll. So Duncan and Denver must be looking in the total opposite direction, but
they're digging wax out of their ears.
Flirting with Otis.
Yeah. You notice an old riverboat sailor who's across from the building from Otis, the Smith and Stable. And so the Smith and Stable is 2. So he would be here. I don't know if you can see me pinging.
Pinging is when you click and hold the mouse button down and it makes this move.
Okay, see that? There he is. All right, thank you. And so the moment you guys pulled up there, you noticed that he was trying to casually get closer to you as you were speaking to Otis, but still staying across the street.
Nobody can resist our raw charisma.
Well, you are riding on an elk, and a dwarf is holding a badger, so you know.
Badgers.
It's just a regular day in noob. Hello, everybody. I had to restart the stream on account of there was a bad connection, but I think we're good now. So we are back in Nulb after traveling from Hamlet through the gnarly forest. We took a shortcut and they tried to jump us, but we escaped and we're back in Nulb.
Look at what you were saying. Maybe possibly trying to read your lips or something. Or Otis's lips.
I nudge Thorin. I say, did you see that? You see that guy? Let's get him.
Yes, I wave at him. Hail, old timer.
You wave at him.
Yeah, we're used to this already.
So the old man comes up and he waves. And he's like, I've never seen anyone ride an elk before.
You know, you've been around as long as I have. So he's probably waving.
Well, dwarves are
some
old.
days you want to ride the pony, and some days you want to ride the elk. You know, and today was one of those days.
You guys must be a group of adventurers, because a dwarf holding a badger? I've been in combat.
His name is Crit the Badger.
Crit Badger. So he's just kind of just looking at you all, and he's kind of giving you somewhat the best he can without you noticing. He's the once over. He's trying to look to see. You don't know exactly what he's looking for, but he's looking you guys over.
Is he admiring my codpiece?
No. I think your badger covers up your codpiece.
Well, the badger is polishing the codpiece, so to speak.
Oh no!
You know,
Oh no! That's why the dwarf is not allowed to ride on me right there. I don't trust him.
You don't know what he's carrying.
Right.
I like to keep my plate mail nice and shiny.
And with that, you see him just walking towards the Hostetler. He's like, it's like, you guys take it easy.
Wait, don't go. I was going to buy you dinner.
He stops. He's like, dinner? It's lunch right now. I could use a good meal.
You just have to hang out with us until dinner.
Doesn't need to hang out with us.
He's like, no, but I'll tell you what. I'm gonna go to the Boatman's Tavern, and I'll get a meal and tell them that they can bill it to you. How about that?
Well, why don't I accompany you? I'll sit down and have a bite with you.
Oh, yes, I would like that. And a drink?
Oh, sounds fine.
All right, let's do that. Thank you, kind stranger.
You can call me Thorin.
Ah, Thorin.
It's for the home
That is
viewers
my essence.
to help you visualize. Except for Thorin
like,
has
"They
a
call
hammer and
me-"
wears plate. Go ahead.
They call me Old Man Pete.
Old Man Pete. A worthy moniker.
Thank you, sir. So with that, he starts walking toward Boatman's Tavern in the Nobe Market. What are the rest of you guys doing?
I'm gonna go to Mother Scragg's.
Duncan?
Sounds good.
Okay. Denver, what are you doing? You going with them too?
Yeah.
Brother, I'll buy you lunch too if you want to come.
Alright, I'll go with Thorin. I'd like to get at a long rest if we can at some point, but I'll go with Thorin for now.
Yeah.
Alright, don't get roofied this time around.
That's one bringing back up.
That's right.
Yo, don't
Okay.
get roofied. I'm gonna I'm gonna whisper into William's ear and just have him follow you guys, but like
Okay.
at a distance, maybe just outside, just to watch them.
He's like, I got you. Okay, so you guys are heading now towards the tavern, and the rest of the party is going to Mother Scragg's.
Yeah, which is just me and Duncan.
No.
Is Zember's
Yep.
Oh, you're going with.
Are you going with them or are you sticking with us?
Sticking with you.
Okay.
Is this gnome coming with us? Is he a gnome? Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
but he's
William
not-
is kind of
He's your
is
backup.
at first heading off with you guys, and then he waits for a few minutes, and then he starts making his way after you guys. So it's kind of like you don't really notice him. All right.
Okay.
Okay, so Duncan, Gray, and Denver, you guys make it to Mother Scragg, and as you open the door to the herb shop, you notice that there is a distressed look on Mother Scragg as she says hello.
You don't look so happy right now.
She's like, I have some bad news, and I know you take it well. So, earlier in the day, some of the boatmen, along with some other people, came, and they removed the body of Noir and said that he should be moved to the graveyard and not just out here in this field. And so they took his body and moved it over to the graveyard for the village. And the next day, when Otis checked up on it, Noir's body was missing.
Of course.
Okay, so I guess
We've not seen the last of him.
well, it also would make sense for him to go to the graveyard because that's hollowed ground.
Is it hallowed in old though?
I mean,
I
it'd
don't
have to
think
be.
so. Somewhat, I guess. Yeah, because right over here, my little. We'll make this area, these two squares. That's the graveyard that they have for the villagers.
Wait, how do they know that was his body?
I don't know.
Because I'm pretty sure he was charred up.
He was.
Tracking device.
Well, when you resurrected him, he was no longer charred up. He was brought back to full health,
I don't think
except for like a few hit points left.
He was brought back with 1 hit point, and then
Yeah. So when you're raised back from the dead, you're you have all your you go back to being just alive. So you're not
Right.
burnt up or anything like that.
I'm pretty sure the cleric put him back the way he found him.
No, because
Well,
I
I
did.
did use a fire spell, but it wasn't like a fireball. It was more of a minor fire spell.
No, but even if you charred him down to the bones, you can charge somebody down to the bones. If you resurrect somebody,
But
they
it's a
go back to being normal.
It's a revivify spell, not a resurrection. So it's not true resurrection. How much does it heal?
It just gives you 1 hit point, though. Bring you back to life.
It
So-
heals
It has a
your body.
limitation, like you can only use it within 10 minutes of death, I believe is the limitation.
But we're led to understand that he's been brought back to life.
No, someone's just taken his body.
The
Oh,
corpse is missing.
are you guys are speculating that they might have tried to bring him back to life?
No, I mean, I think we're trying to speculate how much healing he gets, and then the other thing is how do they know his body was out there?
Okay, all right.
Doesn't matter how
So-
much money he gets once he's dead again. He's still at 0.
So while you guys are sitting there and you are Mother Scrag and telling her about what's been going on and briefing her, over there at the Boatsman's Tavern, old man Pete is there with Brother and Thorn, sitting down in the middle of the bar, ordering his meal and trying to order the most expensive things on the menu.
Well, now don't go crazy, old man Pete.
Oh, you know
No,
what?
it's fine.
Oh, Thorin says that, right?
I'm buying it. It's all good.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So he gets like lobster and fish, and
Brother, you should start eating too.
Yeah, I'm gonna just pack it away.
so he's really enjoying himself, drinking a few beers and telling you these rivermen jokes and laughing even though they're bad jokes and just having a great old time. But every now and then, as he's telling you stuff, he will occasionally look at you and in a low voice, which would just give little indications that for a price, I can tell you anything you need to know that's been going on here. And then he would, burst into a laugh and of saying that, be like, I'll tell you the time that I rolled down the barrel in the middle of the river while drinking a bottle of the finest of the Boatman's Tavern. In fact, bring us another bottle. My good friends here are paying.
Yeah, we should slip
Yeah,
him some
there's,
coins, I think. See what he see what he knows.
I've got more, there's more coin where that came from. You've got information for us.
He's like, I do. He goes, first, after I tell you this, I expect to be paid, and I expect safe passage out of this village.
Yep, we can do that.
Well, we'll not be preventing your departure. If you need to go, we won't
He's like-
stop you.
Well, I can get a boat and travel down to but I need to hire some people. And that takes gold, my friends. Gold that I think you guys have. You've been to the temple. Surely you must have found some treasure.
Well, no, the temple doesn't have much in the way of treasure, unfortunately, but I still have a bit of gold that I've managed to stash away. Temple's been kind of a bust in that regard, sadly.
It's not about treasure for me.
So, he says back in a low voice. Occasionally he keeps telling you bad jokes about his life and how he's grown up here and watched things come and go. He said,
Thorn will laugh outrageously at his jokes, no matter how bad they are.
and during that laughter, he would occasionally say, there were two people who came in the night and dug up a body and stole it. One of them looked like they could be one of those Scarlet Brotherhood types. He was a monk. And the other one was some barbarian-looking fella like your friend who you travel with.
So a barbarian and a hobbit go into a bar. Oh wait, no, that's different. And a temple guard.
Yeah. So he goes, Otis was watching most of the night, and then when it came towards dawn, he left, and that's when they went and snatched up the body from the swamps. So, also, there are many people here who watch your comings and going. And with that, he goes, I think that's worth 100 gold pieces.
100?
Well, I think that's where you're wrong, my friend. But I'll give you 5 and we'll call it good.
5? I've got to get a boat,
And
hire 4 guards.
what do you need all that for? You've given us barely any information. I was expecting something juicy.
Some jabber about a barbarian?
I just told you something that you probably would never have found out. No one knew who took those bodies, but old Pete did. 'Cause old Pete likes to get up early in the morning.
Oh, Pete is creepy. Old.
Alright, well, I'll tell you what, Pete. I'll give you 10 gold and pay for dinner.
No,
Well, that seems real reasonable.
no. 100 gold pieces.
Well, we'll have to agree to disagree.
Oh man, it's like, you're gonna cheat an old man who gives
Well,
you
if it-
valuable information about you and your friend.
You know, 100 gold, I feel like 10's being pretty generous. That information is not worth no 100 gold.
Alright. Alright. You
Alright,
guys
so
got a
now-
hard bargain, but how about for 50 gold, I tell you who's been asking about your little halfling friend.
How about, now we're down to 8 gold.
Oh, I guess you won't. I guess your halfling friend will have a visitor soon, so it seems.
Well, that's good to know. Appreciate the freebie.
Yes. It'd be even better if you knew his description. And with that, he starts to get up to leave, but kind of lingering to see if he'll stop him.
Like lingering to see if we stop him or somebody else
Yeah.
stops him.
Yes, to
If
see
you
if
guys
we'll
stop him,
kick him down some more money.
No, I think I'm gonna stay and finish my meal and watch him saunter off.
So how much gold do you give him?
8.
Okay.
He's lucky we didn't kill him. I thought we were supposed to kill him, like when he was spying on us.
Okay. So as you are finishing up your meal, drink, um, William comes in and joins you, and he walks up there and he orders his little small ale, and he goes, "That old man Pete, he went down to the hospital and he was talking to people, telling them all about you guys and that you guys have a lot of wealth from the temple."
Yeah, that Pete he can't be trusted. I would take anything he
Yeah.
says with a grain of salt.
Yes, that's what it seems like. But the owner, Dick, he seemed to pay more attention than the average did about all the information he was telling about you guys.
Hmm.
Particularly how you guys were talking a little bit more that it seems that you would be buying weapons from Otis, and that you guys spend a lot of time at Mother Scragg's. And he was saying it kind of loudly, so everybody almost heard in the tavern.
Oh, good. I was getting a little bored of this town.
Yeah, I say we burn this town to the ground. I was wondering if we could take on a whole town, what our odds were.
Well, no, I can't go start nothing like that. But if they come at me, I
Well,
can certainly
yeah,
get back.
of course. Of course.
So meanwhile, back at Mother Scragg's, you have that music. It had that like country music where they always like that South Park. You know, they
Or
switch
something
things.
about, like the Dukes of Hazzard.
Yeah, that too. So back at Mother Scragg's, what do you guys tell her what do you share with her about what's been going on?
So we'll share everything. So we basically tell her about the battle that we had at the tower, the fact that the skull is sentient, and that we're going back to now destroy the skull fully. We have to go back to the temple again and try to collect the gems.
Back to the temple, part 4.
But this time, I think we have to, we're gonna be traveling far longer than probably expected.
Batman translation.
The Batman or the Transformers?
That's
sound?
Batman.
Okay.
You know what? We should go
Arena
back and
in
edit
sports
this
cards in
story
general,
and
and
put
also in marketplaces in
between,
the
like,
upcoming few years,
certain
there's going to be a lot of
that
new money
Batman
injected
signal,
into it.
Batman thing.
So I think that even
That'd be funny. Okay,
He's
so
editing the live stream. He's gonna have to put it in right now.
so she's like, well, we have a few more potions for the lot of you. And so she has enough to give you guys one more superior potion. She's like, that's the best we could do in such short notice since being gone.
Oh, we'll take it. I'm not too proud to take a superior healing
Yeah,
potion.
well, you won't get it till you arrive there, but yeah.
Oh, we don't get it yet? Okay.
No, I mean, Denver.
I guess I'm not at her house right now.
Yeah, we gotta get back to Mother Scruggs alive.
Well, we better not drink too much then.
The more you drink, the more exciting the battle.
And then I'm gonna inquire about the people that stopped. Wait, they stopped by her place
Yeah.
to tell her about the dead body they found.
Well, you have to stop back at her place. That's like your little mini base. You still have your private room. Or your private little cottage that you guys
feel like
Well,
she's
appar-
not
apparently
safe
now we
anymore.
don't have to hide our comings and goings because everybody knows this good old Petey.
Good old Pete.
Which now puts Otis and Mother Scrag in danger. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, how much was the dinner bill?
Oh, all in all, the equivalent of 2 gold pieces
All right.
for all of you altogether.
Sometimes you gotta spend money to make money.
So, Mother Scrag says to you, Denver, she's like, can you pull the skull out and put it on the table for me?
Sure, but why do you want it?
Without your skull.
Yeah.
Well, she's like, I want to examine it myself.
But there's a possibility that they can track us if it's out. Sure, you want me to do it here? Get it out here.
Gonna find
She's
a
like,
secret room that we can go into.
If it's secret, it won't be secret.
no.
At least it's not gonna be out in the
Outside.
store.
Well, Lisa goes and locks the door.
You should take it to the place you like least in town. You don't care if it gets raised when they try to jump you.
Well, here's the thing. From what you learned from Byrne, was that, and I don't know if Denver shared this with you guys, so this is only for Denver, but only Izu and Zuckmoy know where the skull is. They know you have it. They know the location of you. So it's not one of those things where they have an exact, like a beacon on it. They just know that there's a halfling named Denver who is in possession of the skull. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So
So
as you pull out this skull again,
but I'm gonna make sure not to touch it. Right, not like use a sack to pull it out or something. Do something to keep it so I'm not touching with my skin.
Gloves.
yeah,
Yeah.
you hear a kind of like a soft little chuckle after in your head, Denver. He's like, "Thank you, sound effect guy." He's like, "Denver, you don't have to touch it for me to speak to you. I know you, and I know what you carry. But that's not all. You have another little trinket that you don't know that much about, but I could tell you. If you only do a small little favor for me. Would you like to hear it?"
I have quite a few trinkets on me. Nothing.
Oh, this one involves more of a little treasure map you have. Would you like to know more about it?
I don't think I have any treasure map.
But you do, Denver.
Is the skull flirting with you?
All you have to do is just bring the skull to me, and I will grant you any wish.
Oh, so you're not the skull. I thought you were the skull.
No, this is Izu talking to you in your head. He doesn't. You don't have to hold the skull for him to be talking to you.
Did he tell me his name? Or is,
What?
How does Ember know it's Izu?
Yeah.
I thought he told you that at the beginning when he first contacted you.
I think. I don't believe so.
Seemed like Xander thought it was a skull itself that was giving me.
So he lets you know previously.
I thought there were two voices. That's all I know.
Yeah. So there was a female voice, and then that was Zuckmoy. And she promised, she told you that if you bring the skull to her with the gems, that she will grant you unimaginable power.
But Zimmer is the only one that can hear this stuff.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to have an auction.
So then you hear Izu's voice. He's like, just think about it. Of all the people in your group, I'm glad you have this.
Is she done with looking at it?
Scrag.
Scrag?
Yes. Her and Lisa, they don't touch it, but they're kind of like they're.
I'm gonna put it back in its sack and try to get it away out of my head. Put it in the bag of holding.
Okay. As you do that, you still hear Izu in your head. He's like, I know who you are. And if I wanted to, I could pluck you out. Like a little mouse in a hole. But for now, I want to see where this goes. I know you'll make the right choice, Simba. And with that, the voice just disappears.
Wait. Sorry. Here we go. Got it.
Thank you. So,
Oh, shoot. Sorry.
During that, Mother, Scrag, and Lisa are telling you there's like, yeah, so these gems that you're after, you do know that you're going to have to go into the different planes, right?
Yes.
It sounds like it.
Sounds
She
complicated.
she pulls out some scroll paper, and she starts jotting down some notes. And then once she is done, Lisa starts adding a little bit to it, and they give it to you, Denver. And you see on there that it tells you how that the things that they do know about the different planes, how your magic will work a little bit differently. Spells will maybe increase in power depending on where you're at, or not work at all. So be careful on what you cast on the plane. Also, that when you do go to the plane of water, make sure that you have some way of breathing underwater, because the plane itself is nothing but vast oceans and scattered islands. The plane of fire is mostly made of, while there's a lot of earth to walk on, it's a lot of lava and erupting volcanoes.
Sounds delightful.
And while the plane of air has huge mountaintops, so be careful where you step, because you could just keep falling for a long time before you hit the edge of the mountain.
What can you do about that?
Yep. So those are little suggestions that she gave to you on the note, so you guys will remember.
So the Earth plane is the first one, isn't it?
Well, there is no first one. Whatever gem, what?
Well, see, I can't fly, I can't walk through fire, and I can't breathe underwater, so Earth is the first one.
So whatever gem you touch first that gem will take you to that plane.
Right.
We have to go to the plane to get the gem.
But
Right. There's a
If-
chicken or the egg.
so, in each of these planes, there's probably a niche carved out to hold these gems. So you might be safe in each one of those environments, but be prepared.
Okay. We'll figure out something, I guess.
Do you have any potions to help us get through some of this? Like,
No, I wish I did. She goes, the only thing I have here is one scroll of water breathing. And she hands that to Gray.
how long does it take to copy a spell into a book?
Me?
Yeah.
A day, right? I think so.
I think it's 1 day per level.
And what level is the spell?
Oh, water breathing? Isn't that third?
I mean, we're gonna have to prepare. Like, this isn't something like we can just leave right now. If we are going to another plane,
Yeah.
we also can't say no. But I don't feel like we're gonna be safe either.
Right. We do have one temple we can get, one element that we can go after without needing to prepare too much.
So, the spell will grant 10 glowing creatures breathe underwater for 24 hours. And it is a 3rd level. So you wouldn't necessarily have to cast it multiple times if you can get it within a 24-hour period. But it does seem like copying your spellbook would be more generally useful than just using the scroll.
We should have to check to see if it's even good. It has to be in my class can cast.
It is
It's on the wizard spell list. 3rd level, you said?
Druid, Ranger, Sorcerer, Wizard, Artificer,
Oh, yeah,
Circle of
it's
Bullet.
there. It's there.
So, Lisa comes up to you, Duncan. She's like, you've been quiet during all this.
Yes, and I intend to stay that way.
The strong silent type, I understand.
Oh, it takes 2 hours per level to copy.
Oh,
Does it?
okay.
Yeah, and like 50 gold pieces per level as well. Worth of ink and paper.
Sounds like it's totally worth it.
So 6 hours and 150 gold pieces.
So while while everybody else is taking a long rest, you could take your short rest and then work on transcribing.
That'll work.
Just gotta get some materials. There's no gonna have that kind of stuff.
I don't think I have enough, but I have I think I have 100 gold worth, so I just need 50.
Alright, I'll give you 50 gold.
Of ink or
Ink.
of
You need the supplies.
high quality ink.
You should have. Wait, hold on. When you guys had robbed when you guys had found that treasure, remember?
Right, we took a bunch of stuff. Yeah, so we have plenty.
You have plenty.
Oh yeah, I need to write that. I can shoot that on my notes.
So we doing a long rest? Is that the consensus while he's copying spells?
No, just saying that he could do that when we're doing it, but it's still the end of the day.
Are we done with our meal? Can we head over and join him at the place?
Yes. Yes,
The Colonel will burp loudly and extend his compliments.
Excellent.
Gear up.
Just at the
Slam
next
his hammer loudly on the table. Good beer.
long rest we can do that. Doesn't need to be scheduled.
It's also, and it's
Take a
also
long
a
rest.
druid spell, so brother could potentially add it to his repertoire on a long rest, so we'd have a backup.
Yeah, and then she was seen to be indicating that on the on the airplane, that there's like floating mountains. So, like, spells like fly would be very helpful to you. The other two planes, like the earth plane, is nothing but mountains, underground caves and caverns. So you should be okay there. The plane of fire, there's huge deserts and volcano areas, so you should be okay there too. But both those areas are really hazardous. But the one species you guys giving you the greatest problems would be the water and air to freely move around.
Well, don't we have access to giant eagles?
Called brother for an hour.
No, but he can also conjure.
You can conjure eagles, yeah.
Yeah.
So while this is going on, the three of you walk in, and William is like, "If you don't need me here, I'm gonna go and walk around the town and see if there's anything else I can."
Yeah, could you actually investigate and see if people are following us? Because I know that we've been pretty suspicious in town.
Oh, that's for sure. There's always people looking at you. I mean, especially this time, riding in on an elk and holding a badger. He starts laughing. And the makeup of your party, I mean, look at you all. These are simple common folks here, the majority. Yes, there's some scoundrels and river pirates. But the whole lot of you just stick out like a sore thumb. And as inconspicuous as I try to be, I still stick out here. But I make less noise than you guys. And with that, he tips his hat to you and leaves you guys.
Forever?
No, he's gonna go scout around. He still owes you guys a life debt. Plus, he's still looking for the prince. So, he figures he can kill two birds at once.
So do we still owe us a dinner because we just did the whole town with spread?
Yeah. So this was like in the middle of the afternoon, like 11:30, 12 when all this went down. So you guys can take a long rest right now while they're scribing down scrolls and stuff.
I'd like to do that.
It's still too early. I mean, I'm gonna go learn how to do Healy stuff with
I mean, a
scribing,
long
I
rest
guess.
doesn't necessarily mean sleep, does it?
No, I don't believe so.
That's fine. You guys can do whatever you want. I just like to get it in because I blew a bunch of high-level spells in our last encounter.
Long rest just indicates that you don't do anything really strenuous. I thought. I mean, it's assumed that you do sleep because if you don't sleep, you'll have exhaustion.
You have to sleep at least 6 hours.
Yeah.
One assumes, though, I mean, if you're in a battle and you blow off a bunch of big spells, that might make you tired.
And you can't take more than one long rest per 24 hours.
When did we do our last one? Has it been more than 24 hours? Or not?
It's been less than 24
Yeah,
hours.
I mean, you could take your long rest tonight. I mean,
Cool. That's cool.
so you guys can just prep whatever you want to do right now.
Alright. Let me check what's loaded in my ring.
And you guys can go back to your private room over here that you guys had in this area right here. Which I don't know why
Alright,
it's
that's
not letting me do
fine.
that.
I'm gonna hang out with Mother Scrag.
Alright.
Because I'm getting some education on healing.
So what Mother Scrag can teach you is she starts telling you more about herbs and how certain herbs can help cure this. And she shows you, since you already know how to do the healing kit, the only thing that you just start to learn more about are herbs and which herbs can be poisonous.
Oh, I thought. Well, I mean, we talked about me getting the healer feat, so that's what I was working towards.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, then that will go towards that.
Okay.
Forgot about that.
And I only got, I think, 6 hours worth of time before. So. Yeah, so I got 6 hours with her. So, how many hours should I just kind of add for this?
What time are we gonna have dinner? 6? 5? I'm already
So
hungry
6
again.
hours.
Yeah, 6 hours. You have to study for I don't know how many days. I think you have to
Potatoes
study
and repeat.
for like 3 months is what you need to study for to learn a new proficiency or language. Actually, in the rules they have it a year, but I'm just saying 3 months, a year.
Okay, so let's say I've gotten 2 days worth of education.
Yeah, well, we can do that.
Okay.
363 to go.
What?
What about summers? Do you get a summer break?
They're just assuming that you guys would take a year off of somewhat adventuring. So you would have more like city adventure or wherever you're at and you're learning these skills that you would just stay around there. I just thought a year was too long.
Pretty long. I mean, I'm just learning how to do bandages.
Bandage, bandage, bandage.
All right, so the 6 hours pass and you guys are done finishing with your scroll and sharpening any weapons. And the
Do you
evening
want to go out for
comes.
second lunch?
No, I'm copying stuff right now.
Yep.
I would like to, if you can bring me back a snack, that'd be great, though. You need any money?
No, I got you covered.
Oh, thank you.
So in the middle of the afternoon, you're gonna go back out again?
No, I'm still hungry.
You ate a pretty big meal.
I'm a growing dwarf.
Okay, so where do you want to go then? There's only 2 spots you can get something.
There we
We'll
go,
go get
market.
Go get some takeout from the other joint, the one that we didn't already go to.
The
Hostel.
hostel.
A hostile.
The waterside hostel.
Owned by Dick Rection. Where people get kidnapped quite a bit.
I mean, we don't have to make a whole scene out of it. I'm just trying to add a little flavor. Whatever you want.
Okay, so are you just going by yourself?
Yeah, it sounds like everybody else is lazing about and well fed. Although I didn't notice that anybody else had lunch besides me and the brother.
Mother Scrag made them a quick little meal.
So, how can she make us a snack? Mother.
Well, there's still some sausage.
I'm feeling
There's
peckish.
still a little bit of bread and sausages you guys could eat.
Alright, I'll grab some of those and bring some back for Denver.
Okay. So are you still going to the hostel?
No, not if there's free food closer.
Free food. All right. So, like I said, as the evening rolls up, you guys are all in your guys' private little house that you guys rented. Oh no, they gave you that. Mother Scragg and Lisa come knocking at the door. She's like, "Dinner is ready."
That's great. And then set the table.
Okay. And it gets towards late into the evening, and close to 10, Mother Scragg and Lisa leave. And around 11 o'clock in the evening, you hear a knock on the door, a slight knock. What do you guys do?
Is it a knock that we would be familiar with, like a type of
No,
knocking?
it's just a very, it's just like like a casual knock, but it's just really low.
Low on the door.
Yes.
And is William still outside, or is he with us?
No, he's still gone.
Okay, so I'll just put him in a random spot.
You open it.
All right, I'm gonna change my form so I look like somebody who lives in town, and I'll check the door. So I open the door.
You should look like Old Man Pete.
I'm just gonna look like a lady.
So you open the door.
Well, I peek. I don't open it all the way. I kind of peek out, like, and have my face kind of like peek out.
Yeah.
Like, who is it?
And you hear Otis's voice in a low voice. "It's me.
Okay.
Let me in."
All right, I let him in.
It's
Okay.
always
So, Otis sits down, and he pours himself what's left of the beer. And he goes, "So, as you probably already know by now, Noir has been dug up."
apparently by a barbarian and a temple guard.
What?
So yeah, that's the only thing we got, useful information we got from that Pete.
No, it was like a monk, he said. He gave a description of a monk.
Wait.
Temple monk.
No, not a temple. Not the temple. Nothing had nothing to be nothing that you could that they could tell that was affiliated with the Temple of Evil.
Well, we know.
Okay. Can you describe these two, the barbarian and the monk?
So when you guys had that battle with Noir, remember there was a barbarian and a monk?
Yeah, we killed one of them.
You killed the monk,
Yeah.
but the barbarian got away.
That which is dead never dies.
Yep. So apparently the monk is back, and they grabbed Noir. He goes, "I tried to follow them the best I could, but they lost me in the swamps." But they weren't heading towards the temple.
Yeah, that's kind of weird. Can you describe the barbarian and the monk?
And I'm sure it won't come back to bite us in the arse.
I think he already bit us in the arse already.
Well, the barbarian was dressed more in like wolf garment and had bear, because I think he had a bear. He had the bear tattoo on him. While the monk was dressed in like light robes that were scarlet red.
And we recognize the description, at least
Yes.
me, Duncan, and Zenberg.
Yes.
Okay. Well, it's not good.
He goes, "I'm sorry, I did my best. I tried to track him as far as I could, but like I said, going through this marsh here was very difficult. And they weren't trying to really even, but after a while, they just seemed to get on the road
No, don't worry about that. We've actually encountered them before, and we did kill one of them. So it's a little bit surprising that the monk is still alive.
Hmm.
Well, we do live in a world where you can bring shit back to life.
He was like, they were head. It seemed like they were heading in the general direction of the Wild Coast.
Okay, well we're a little bit too busy to deal with this right now.
My recollection was the one that we did get in the original fight was really thought he was betrayed. So it could be that they're off sorting their own ends. We're probably safe to let them go for now and focus on this. Although I'm sure they'll be back later.
Yeah, I mean they did have a strong interest in Zenber, so I wouldn't be surprised if we run into them again.
Zember's popular. Old Pete said that somebody was looking for Zember.
And Otis raises an eyebrow and he looks at Denver. Really? Why would they want to be looking for you?
Who is this, Otis?
Yeah, Zember.
Just a little package I'm carrying.
And the
Oh, you
skull.
think it's the skull they're after?
Might be something else.
What else would it be?
Yeah, it's gotta be the skull, man. Everyone wants the goddamn thing. Gosh darn thing.
They want your little package.
Yeah.
Yes, it's in high demand.
There's something that you have that we don't know about that people want.
Zenver's been wanted for longer than he's had the skull. So
I mean,
there are other items I'm sure that they could be after him for.
He does pick up a lot of stuff.
I've got a decent collection of magic items. I mean, we all have, actually. Who knows?
It was that Otis was like, there's been a lot of movement in here, a lot of people coming in and out, going to the Hostettler. A lot of questions being asked about you guys, your little adventuring group. It doesn't seem like anybody in particular is going to come after you, at least not from here. But if anybody should ask about you, they'll freely, whether they're paid or not. You're just the local gossip now around here in this village.
We're popular wherever we go.
Yeah, we're sought after, but we're a little too deep into it here right now for anybody to come and mess with us, I think.
Well, maybe we should also spread that we're very dangerous.
Well, that's the thing. We're deep in it here. It's a little more than anybody's looking to jump into the middle of.
Otis is like, I'll do my best to protect you, but I don't think there's really any big threats here. Occasionally you hear some people getting drunk and talking about how they want the next time you come in, but that's all. Just foolish dreams.
What do they want to do to us?
Oh, the next time you come into town, into the village, they plan on breaking into your room and beating you senseless and taking all your gold treasure they think you found from the temple.
That would be a terrible idea on their part.
Yeah, you should just try to make it so that we sound very scary.
I was gonna say, yeah, I should let them know we don't sound very. We are very scary.
Yeah, we'll kill you, then we'll raise you from the dead and kill you
Kill
again.
you
Just for the
again.
sport of it.
After we cut your tongue out.
Otis just kind of just rolls his eyes. He's like, look, I don't think that they're going to do anything, but there has been some inquiries about Denver.
Zenver's Mr. Popular. What kind of inquiries?
Well, where he's at, who he hangs around with, what's he been up to? Do they expect him to come back here again? What direction did he go? Those type of bounty hunter type questions.
Oh,
Bounty hunters.
all right. Well, we either need to get going, or I need to make a friend in town.
He's like, but don't worry, that guy left a day ago, right before you got here.
You happen to know which way he was headed?
He seemed to be heading north, particularly towards Furland. I guess he got a tip, and with that he kind of smiled. That you were heading, it's your group, and particularly that you were going to be heading off in that direction soon. And the next day he left.
Well,
I'm
thank you.
assuming he went to the country of Furland to go look for you. And with that, he gets up, finishes off the rest of his beer, and said that if there's anything else I can do to help you, just let me know. And if you need another person, to help you when you go back into the temple, just send me a message and I'll come with you.
You wouldn't have to have any scrolls of flying, would you?
I can cast that.
I think we got that covered. Flying only lasts for 10 minutes. The
Yep.
eagles would last a lot longer, I think.
Just in case somebody falls off an eagle.
But as he turns and he says, and he goes, but also for an equal share of the treasure, of course.
Good luck with that.
Yeah, I don't think the treasure that you that we're getting is what you're gonna want.
There's all kinds of treasures. You never know what you'll find in there. And with that, he closes the door.
You want a magic wand?
He wants to soak our XPs.
Your XP. So after he leaves, William comes in through the door, unless you have it locked.
Normally we would have it locked.
Seems like we should probably want to lock it after what is.
Yeah, maybe William should knock like a polite gnome.
Or he can just pick the locks and see as a rogue.
Oh, you didn't say you guys are locking the door, doing anything. So he just walks in, and he sits back down. He's like, "Wow, there is a lot of chatter about you guys. A lot of chatter."
Like what?
Well, people are talking about your elk that you have on the side of the house, and wondering why you're carrying a badger.
Why wouldn't we carry a badger? Everyone's
I don't know.
all the
I already
time
told you this story.
wanting to know about our badger.
The badger is a badass. You've seen him in action.
He's like, he goes over and pets the badger. Yes, Crit Badger. I saw him in action. Hosteller seems like is planning a move the next time you guys come into the village. He sent some word to bring in some more people.
Seems like we should sleep in shifts tonight then.
The gnome's like, I wouldn't worry about it tonight. Doesn't seem like he's gonna do anything tonight. But he was gonna send a message upriver to go get more people. The ones he thinks can handle you, he said. And he starts laughing.
Well, I think it should just be our policy to sleep in shifts regardless.
Right.
And I always sleep in my armor.
You're seriously not gonna take off your armor now?
I never take off my armor.
Oh my god.
For any reason.
Man, I bet that's stinky up in that armor.
It is.
That's why he doesn't want to take it off. He'll know that I'm gonna run away. Stay outside.
I don't have any problem with my own lovely aroma.
Thorn, are you gonna take off your armor?
I am not.
I mean, brother, are you gonna take off your
Yeah,
armor?
I take off my armor when I sleep. I also bathe on occasion without my armor. I mean, not all the time, but occasionally.
Hey, I'm not saying I never bathe, but my armor will be close to hand
He's
if
got
I
a
do.
sponge on a stick that he's squishing in there.
You mean a rag?
Right, a rag tied to a stick. Soaps it up.
Cast bless on myself every now and then. I'm good to go.
Here, I'm gonna cast prestidigitation on you and make you clean you up.
Oh, you're a
It's going
good
to take more than
friend.
one casting of that to work.
So
Alright.
a bunch of them, just one after the other.
So, are you guys gonna sleep in shifts?
Yeah,
December only needs 2 hours of sleep,
right.
so
It's fine. I'll take his sleep then. He can have my shift.
Yeah, so I'll take 2 hours, then everyone else can sleep the rest of the night. So someone just has to cover the first shift.
and I'll stick with December and for the first 2 hours.
I'll stay up and take the first shift.
I thought Zimber said he was sleeping the first 2 hours.
Yeah, I'll cover 2 hours.
Okay. So the first shift goes by quietly.
And I'll alarm the door.
What?
I'm going to alarm the door.
Yeah, let's lock it too.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Also, the windows, we'll close those.
Random things just wander in.
We shovel
And
that up
in the
against
2
the
hours,
door.
I'm just gonna cast prestidigitation on Thorin so he smells better with the windows closed.
Okay.
You're
So-
taking away my dwarvenly musk.
It's
I mean,
okay.
So during the second shift,
Don't you know
with
that's how male
Denver-
dwarves and female dwarves tell each other apart?
William comes up to you, Denver, and he's like, you know, it didn't seem like the bounty hunter was looking for the orb. Anything you want to share with me?
I think he's a gossip old or shit.
Well, I mean, a long time back, my family accrued some debts. And even though I had no part in it, somebody got the idea that they should collect it from me. But, I mean, that was a long time ago. But it's a possibility.
He goes, that must be some debt. Because it seemed like the person that this bounty hunter they sent after you from, I think he was from Greyhawk from the way he spoke. They're known to have some of the best assassin guilds. So, whoever is after you, I hope you're able to pay back your debt and soon. From the looks of what I got the description of this fella, he like it's they take too kindly if you didn't have the money on you.
That debt's not worth as much trouble, though.
Not here, not today.
And so with that, he just stays up for the rest of the night, just kind of telling you a little bit about himself, his travels, and working with a viscount now, and being an agent, and looking for Prince Drommel, who he believes is in the temple still, alive. And that he hopes that he could find him, because there's a big reward that he'd be willing to share with all of you.
Oh.
He looks
Definitely.
at you. What?
Look for clues of him when we go in there.
I'm sorry, what'd you say?
We'll definitely be looking for clues of his existence when we go in there.
Yes,
Why
we
is-
should.
Why is he in the
Denver.
temple?
He was part of a group that was following up on a lead that he's still alive and he's in the temple. They thought he had they presumed he was dead and had fallen in the temple when they had ransacked it the first time, but they've recently have acquired information that says he's not dead and that he still might be in there. And he looks at you, Denver, and he's like, "When I mean treasure and reward, son, I mean powerful magical items they will bestow on us if we ask. More gold than that you've ever seen in your. That's the kind of treasure we'll get if we bring him back alive."
Well, all more reason to keep an eye out.
And towards the middle of the shift, he goes and starts taking his rest by the window, and occasionally he'll look out to the nap for a little bit. You know, occasionally look back out the window. So it's 8 in the morning when you hear a knock on the, and you hear Lisa's voice. She's like, "Breakfast."
In, or is she telling us to go outside?
Well, she's just knocking on the door saying breakfast.
Okay. Come on in. She should have the key, right? To get in.
No.
Okay. So I'm gonna go to the door and open the door.
Okay. So, she brings in some fresh bread that's been baking, some eggs, bacon, sausage, some oatmeal with honey, and beer to wash it all down.
Beer.
Yes. And she also brought for you, Gray, some hot tea.
Nice. Thank you. I need my morning caffeine. So this is appreciated.
So as you guys are all sitting down and eating, she says, "Well, are you guys ready? Did you go over everything that you're gonna need to go back in?"
I think so.
Yeah, I think we figured it out.
I'm gonna feel comfortable with 3 out of 4 claims.
Which one do you not feel comfortable with? Fire?
Well, the fire plane makes me a bit nervous, although I play with fire a fair amount. But I'm usually on the giving end of that.
Well, after breakfast, she goes, as she cleans that stuff up, she goes, "Well, may St. Cuthbert guide your way." And with that, she bids you farewell. So what are you guys doing? You've had your long rest. Make sure you have all your adjustments.
Oh, we need to.
My hammer's recharged. I'm ready to melt face.
Yep. And in the morning, Crit Badger disappears.
And the elk.
And the elk.
Oh, my pillow's gone.
Well, then you were rudely awoken to hit dawn.
Just make an alarm clock.
So, what are you guys doing now?
I'm ready to do some adventuring. Enough of this sedentary lifestyle. I'm a wandering man. I'm a roaming. I'm a wanderer.
Yep.
I roam around.
Which way do we want to enter? Through the front door or through the secret passageway?
Which one's gonna get us closer to the Earth Temple. That's where we're gonna start, right?
I don't know.
The front door is when we got to the Earth level first time.
Alright, let's go that way.
I don't remember where the other one way came out. Was it the first level where it came out?
To the Earth
Yeah.
Temple? Yeah. I mean, there's.
This the side passage?
Yeah, when you guys first went into the temple, that dropped you down to the level 1, and that's where you discovered the elemental temple.
When we went to the side passage, what level did we end up on? We know?
You don't know. You've never been on that level.
Okay.
We've never been to that. Well, we've only been to a section of some level.
Yeah, you went to the very beginning part, like on the second level. Then you do not know where you were at on that last level that you guys popped in for a second.
Okay.
I do feel like the secret passage upwards is perhaps more wouldn't have surprised all the way around.
I mean, Valorant is also down there too, so just FYI.
Which one's that? Was that the that creep that was really hard to hit?
Yes.
Yeah, because you have. Oh, yeah, the other creep. But yeah, the basilisk illusion.
No, that was the put up the wall of force and mocked you guys, and summoned a demon to fight you.
Yep.
There was the passage that abruptly ended down there. So
I mean, you guys can go back there to further investigate what was going on. Or you can go to and go deal with Warlos and find out about that portal.
I don't know if she can open, or whoever she gets to help her open.
Okay. We go to the front way. We can check in on that as we go to the first level to go in the front door.
Well, actually, maybe we could trick her into sending us.
Yeah. How?
This guy's kid.
What?
This guy's
guy's
kid,
kid?
everybody. Yeah.
Or are you gonna hop up on my shoulders again?
Sure.
You have to go back in trying to wear the in.
That always works really
I
well
mean,
for us.
she seemed to be just sending people through the portal to get the gem, so maybe she could send us through closer to the gem. But I don't know how to. I'm not sure if we're gonna be able to trick her. That's the other thing too, since she does sort of know about us. But
Everybody knows about us. We're famous.
I don't remember. I don't know if Thorn was there or not. I don't think he was at the time. That's the only thing. I mean, I could probably pass, but I don't know about everybody else.
Oh, I'm a master of disguise. So.
That's good. Quite well for us before.
Okay. Let's try that. Sounds good.
But let's get a show on the road.
So you guys are heading back to the temple, and on your way there, the weather starts to change again, and the clouds are starting to form over as you get closer to the temple. Yep, and the wind starts howling. So you guys make it to the temple without any encounters. So are you guys what do you do now that you've arrived at the temple?
So where are we at the temple? Are we at the front door now of the temple?
Yes, you'd be on the level 0.
The only temple I'm not eager to go into is the fire temple, but if you want to take a crack at any of the others, I'm ready.
Why is this map broken? I'm trying to pull up the temple map.
We break all our maps. Is it purple and gray?
No, it's just there's no map.
Oh wow, wiped everything out?
It's just that particular floor. For some reason, there's no graphic in it. Let me see if I can upload a new one.
File system instability.
Yeah, I know. I don't even see anything on that on my side. Well, I used to be able to see it before. So you guys arrive at the temple, and which are you guys gonna now go to the first level, and are you gonna go to the left or to the right?
We examined that hole where this portal's being done.
Can we
See
check
if,
those?
see, see if it's changed at all. She's been summoning people through it.
I'm sorry, you broke up. What?
On the top level, there's that big hole in the middle of the floor. Isn't that where what's your name was summoning the portal?
No,
Nothing
where
more,
was?
more dog at one time.
no, nobody was summoning anything in there.
Oh, I just
Throwing
They,
bodies up.
they, that place where they brought you to with the Earth Elementals, the temple that they had, the little miniature temple that they had inside there, that's where she's at. That's where she was able to summon the portal.
okay.
Oh, it brought it up.
Yeah, but there's no graphic. It's not showing up. They just uploaded a new one.
Yeah.
Maybe I should dig into that AWS solution.
This guy's annoying. Hold on.
So you guys walk back into the temple, and you notice down the center hallway that there are some black earth guards there.
Am I supposed to? Am I supposed to be seeing the map? I'm sorry, I missed something.
Hold on.
Yeah, you guys would be at the start of the map.
Technical difficulties.
Yep.
So what's a black Earth Temple guard look like?
Those are the ones that have the morning star dressed in plates.
Plate or half plate? What do you got?
Oh, full plate.
How many?
You see 4 of them. And you guys were dressed in your Earth robes, right?
You never know.
I thought that's what you guys said you guys were doing, so.
Yeah.
I was leaning towards the Earth Temple. And Zedver is riding on my shoulders.
Oh, you're trying to do that again?
They're gonna stand at the back, so. Oh, but then we have that other dude, so he's gonna hide under under the rope behind Thor, I guess.
Hey,
You
honey.
already confident enough. You can hide under your robe.
Keep his centaur.
Quickshin is mining out all, you know, where the mine underneath the town is so crazy you can't find your way around.
What if
He's
you made
clearing
yourself
that all out.
short
But he
and
needed
rode
me
on
to
your
come in and remove the permissions from my property in order to make it happen.
So that's why Minecraft is open.
Let me check William's strength again.
I just did that.
See how.
Whoa. Hold on. Alright, ready?
I mean, he's really small.
Williams is pretty strong.
Hey, thanks. Thank you, that's enough.
So he could carry you for a little bit. Not that long, but. And then can you just drop everybody there? I guess, well, I think the only person who's missing. Is there anybody missing from this group right here? Maybe Sean's character?
Yeah. So, do you want to just? Oh man, this is really. Why is there no graphic here?
What are you guys
I
playing,
think
tag or
everybody's in
something?
here, right? You guys all see your guys now?
I can see my
still
guy,
there.
but I'm still in the
Nope.
village of Nolb.
No me.
Oh.
I'll just activate it right now.
Oh, there goes. Something's happening. Level 0 zeros, kind of load. I see. I have vision. Level 00.
Oh, there we go.
All right, so I don't know if you have any.
I can see now. I can see now.
Wait, hold on. There is something there.
Yeah.
Why is it all invisible?
Now, what we're just missing, we're missing Tori's character, we're missing Brother Saul. That's who we're missing.
The actual graphic is I mean, I see sort of a map in there, but not. It's like very faint.
I don't know. I mean, I zoom in. It looks like you got all the detail work that's in there.
So there's an actual map there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see a
You
map
guys all
right
see
now.
I see level 00 and I see the temple. Although the history that I had on, well, actually maybe Thorn didn't have any history on this map. I don't remember. But I always see is the big greenish room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big
Big
group.
greenish chamber with some Earth Temple dudes.
Yeah. So we need Brother Saul in there. That's whose character's not in there right now.
Right, because my view, I only see a grid, but I see a very, very, very faint temple outline.
Oh, well, I see the whole thing.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Alright,
I don't see BS. Brother Slow.
BS.
That's about right.
So,
weird. Okay, well, I have a general idea of what's in the map. As long as you guys can see the map, it's fine.
alright, so like I said, you see 4 guards that you can tell are the Black Earth guards.
Whereas Ember and Bart in the back. Gray is in the front with her writing on William.
Yeah, not right on anybody. Well, you can hide behind.
Concealing William under her robe. Could you just make yourself real skinny so William can fit in with you?
William's like, I don't need to be under anyone's roof. Did this actually work?
It works all the time, ask Zenva.
Yeah, I'm still not having any luck with the map.
I see brother now.
I don't know why this map is all faded.
I don't know, it's weird, because on my end, everything is normal.
I blame Foundry.
I think it is Foundry. Well, maybe we should check something. Everybody roll a d20. Well, at least let us roll.
Just D20.
Yep.
I can hear it bouncing around, but couldn't tell you.
Yeah.
Besides the checkbox.
Well, I mean, oh, Jesus Christ. Who did that? Damn it. Should have known Sean would do that.
It didn't break.
Words spoken immediately before disaster struck.
I know.
Oh no. It went
So,
dark.
what'd you do? Now everything's jacked. Whatever you did, stop
Yeah,
it.
let's
Come
listen to
back.
this.
Tori adding an extra 0 to everything.
Okay, that's better.
Alright, I don't know. Me and Duncan are kind of screwed. Because I know there's columns and shit in this map, but I can't see any of it.
Wait,
Apparently I'm blind, so I'll just follow along.
can you look at Tori's stream?
There's a column. Can you see my ping? Why is this ping not working?
Let me see if I can fix Duncan's view. And he's still level 6. Mission speed, division. This. Oh, I think I know. No, I don't actually know why. I turn on all the lights. So, do you see a grid on your map?
Yeah, everything's all gridded. I mean, my map looks normal.
What about you, Patrick?
I've just got the textured background, like the absolute bottom layer.
Oh, okay.
I've got the chat box on the right, I've got all the overlay, but the actual game space itself is just the textured underlay.
Okay, that's also very weird. So I have a grid. That's all I have, and a very light outline.
Oh, that's weird. Like I said, everything's working fine for right now.
Well, since we're just gonna shoot straight up north, I guess we should be okay.
Okay, so the gnome is staying like in the middle of your group.
Okay.
Alright, so like I said, you see those guards up there, they don't seem to be paying that much attention to you.
So, okay. So, I think before we head up there, do you guys have a preference as to which way we go to the temple? 'Cause there's a third stairwell up north, that I don't think we've been down.
The center one.
Yeah.
That one has a door that's like, do not open that door.
Okay. So,
Yeah, like the main door over here.
I think go to the right, maybe. It seemed like it was closer to where I think we need to go. roads.
You'll have to tell me when I get into the intersection, because I don't know what the intersection is. on this
Okay.
map.
All right. At this point, roll a perception check.
I'm always good at this. I think my character needs glasses.
17.
All right. So, Thorin and Saul and Gray, you guys notice that as you guys are walking towards them, that they're not even. They look up. They look at you for a moment, and they recognize the Earth's elemental cloak, and they're not paying you no mind at this point.
Okay.
Do you see any of this now, Patrick, or still?
I've got the stream open on another tab, but
Well, as long as Tori can keep everything centered. So as you guys make your way through and down, you do start to hear a little bit of movement from these soldiers, and they seem to be in.
Did you do what?
They're going in the opposite direction.
Okay.
Now you guys enter back into the room.
So it just pops in the room then.
Yep. And then nothing out of the order. And you guys make it to the room where items were destroyed, and you found some cloak previously. And then you're gonna head down the stairs.
Somebody.
Yeah, I think it was Duncan.
No, where's William? Damn it.
He should be with your group.
It's not. Alright, so we'll just say we went downstairs, then I can just flip to the other map.
Yeah.
Some setup with this one.
So it looks like the new web host I've been looking at, because my web host is shutting down at the end of the year. The new one I've been eyeballing supports hosting Node.js apps. So I might be able to get Foundry running on my new server.
Oh, that'd be cool. Thank you.
There's some ifs there, because I haven't moved over to it and anything yet. I got some more prep work to do, but I definitely need to get off my current web host since they are going away.
Why are they going away?
I don't know, COVID?
COVID.
Yes, they're online business.
Because Amazon and Microsoft are undercutting all of it.
Yeah, it's 2020, and well, so they sold themselves off to
GoDaddy.
GoDaddy
GoDaddy.
a while ago.
Oh, we thought that was a porn site. I'm like, want to go and use GoDaddy for their web host. I was like,
Well, it didn't help that their advertising was.
A hot chick.
yeah.
It used to be that. It's different.
Like Danica Patrick and like all these other girls, like for like a good year, pretty much.
every Super Bowl.
Well, I stopped using GoDaddy when we found out that their CEO was like an elephant hunter. Not
Of
feeling
course,
that.
of course he is.
Big game hunter.
Oh, well, basically just shoot fenced animals.
Mhm.
No. Not really much game in it.
Alright, so can you bring everybody to the first level?
Yeah, I can do that.
Alright.
They want to get to this level.
Yeah, I got nothing still.
Oh wow. Tori, are you seeing where you're at?
Actually, I think you fell off the game. You're not listed in the game right now.
Oh, I'm not?
No, Patrick.
Oh. Could you just, I guess, have him reload in?
Oh, he's
Uh,
back.
Yeah.
Alright.
What I'm doing at pretty regular intervals.
Alright, we should all be in the map. Do you see level 1 now?
See now I don't see Patrick Stoking.
There's like 2 groups of them now.
I just hit the staircase. I've got a map now.
Okay.
You're outside the world.
No visual memory of this map, of course, because apparently I'm also
Well, I
playing.
don't
Okay. So, where are you? Okay, take your guy, Patrick, and move him up till you get to that first intersection. And when you get to that intersection, just go to the right all the way to again, and then delete his other guy.
Oh, you're controlling.
Yeah.
Alright.
Alright.
Wait, is there more than one? Here.
Doppelgangers.
The evil doppelganger took over. Okay.
Alright. I gotta delete some of these guys who've been dying.
So make sure lights are on now.
Okay. Alright. So you guys are heading down the stairs back into the temple, the first level. And you notice that it seems like there's been a lot more traffic through these areas than when you first arrived. You don't see as much dust on the floor.
So,
And
all of our characters now.
look at it cleaned up.
Alright, you guys approach the first intersection.
I didn't think I had to move myself anymore. I thought, I thought I was part of the herd.
Should we be doing perception checks?
Yeah, you can make a perception check.
Why is my 9 red?
Could
Did
you
you
roll
know-
Critical failure.
You guys don't, you're not really hearing anything, but all the hallways now are lit up. All those torches are lit now. So there's not really that many dark spots. And Duncan, as you walk down there, you remember that this is where the harpies were.
I have no recollection of this place.
That's because you didn't have vision before, so.
Oh yeah, we need to go that way.
Let's not go that way.
We're not there anymore.
Well, there's also that trap thing that springs when you walk in that room.
There's also the back entrance we found.
Plus, we killed everybody in that room.
Yes, you guys did bring everybody.
Right, but more people might have gone in.
That is true.
Respawn.
It's also full of pee and poop, so I don't really want to go in there.
Okay. And you're back to side path.
This is
Well, you
about
can
where-
ask questions.
This way, I believe, is where we ended up getting stopped once before. Didn't go any further. After a fight, we got in. Here, sit. No.
Yes, so you're back into the hexagon room. A partially destroyed stone chair dominates the place. It is hewn in brown marble, veined with black, and stands near the middle of the north. Both arms have been broken off, and the seat is chipped. A piece is missing from the back, and the whole is fractured. Rubble and broken furniture are strewed about this room.
Thorn's gonna sit in the chair. Like a king of old.
I think I sat in the chair last time.
Chairs of the world. But you
Yeah. But come check out this thing. This thing's cool.
Alright,
So
get
you
up from
guys
the chair.
secret doors.
See this box here?
And the other chamber that you enter into
This is the oracle
is
chamber.
a 30 feet diameter chamber. It's finished in polished black stone, similar to the room immediately north.
This is the chicken bone chamber with the Oracle of Lies.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the chicken bone chamber.
Grab a bone and throw it in. See if it works for you. Thorn, try it.
Oh yeah, we'll let Thorn do it.
Whoever hasn't done it yet, try it.
And then
So
bones
remember,
left.
you have to nibble. You have to nibble on
Chew on
the
bone.
various components. There's ivory, bone, rock, wood, wooden rods, tubes, cones, and other shapes.
And nibble on a chicken bone.
And then you have to throw them into the shallow.
And then I'll throw it in.
Okay.
Find out that how to get into the nose if you can.
How to get into the gnome's pants? What did you say?
The fault.
I can get to anybody's pants, but I don't want to.
Oh, Gray thinks highly of herself.
Okay. So what are you asking?
I just throw it in and ask whatever I want.
Yep.
How do we get the Earthstone?
You hear an answer. Uncertain.
It's broken.
Right. Isn't it cool? Tells you absolutely nothing.
It's pretty worthless. I hope you enjoyed that nasty old bone, though.
I was excited for a minute.
You should get one of these, and like you can like sell it at like little shops across the world. And a giant ball that does the same thing.
Well, let's have
Somebody's prescient.
William ask a question.
His brother done this yet? I don't know if he's here for this the first time.
Okay.
My brother doesn't nibble moldy old bones.
You can choose a rock or something.
That sounds even less tasty.
Williams
Suck on a rock,
takes a
brother.
little- he sucks on the rock, and he asks about Prince Stommel. He asks, he's like, is Prince Stamo alive here in the temple? And the question is, he hears this voice saying, yes.
That's a direct answer. These things never given a direct answer before.
Yep. Patrick, don't go too far.
I would have prepared divination if I would have known this wishing well was so disappointed.
Brother, do the thing. But wait a
You
minute.
don't know, you don't really hear anything out of the ordinary. That you guys have heard like occasional movement sounds, but nothing close by.
Alright, I'll lick a rock and chuck it in. I'm supposed to ask
Alright.
about something?
Yes.
What's the fastest way to, what's the name of the brown earth lady who's got the... her...
Try yes or no question.
Yes or no? Are we going to find all the gems?
You hear a voice saying, never.
Yeah, we know this thing's faulty anyway.
And you guys can only do it once per day. Anybody else want to?
Oh, per day? Per day, yeah.
Let's move along. I've had it with this nonsense fountain.
Okay, I'll do one, and I will ask, is there a portal to an elemental plane on this floor of the temple?
Unlikely.
I'm gonna go ask. I'm gonna take a bite out of a cone and throw the cone in the
Okay.
Will Kid Marlowe send us to the Earth plane? Earth elemental plane.
Possible.
So that's the plan.
Moving along.
Moving along.
So no. I just want to go check out some of these other rooms.
Yeah, I don't think you guys went up top.
I didn't mean to think.
I think we want to go to that big room.
All right, hold on. Where's everybody going? You guys are all split up all over the place now.
Are we going this way?
Or we could find more of this. I don't know if you guys do want to
I see a door.
It's found a door.
Is it locked? Go try the handle of the door carefully.
Are you listening to the door?
Yeah. It's that 24 on roll.
Okay. So
I'm feeling the door with heat.
So when you arrive upon the door, the portal is shut fast by massive locks. Upon its surface are runes, possibly that identify what is beyond, or perhaps they are a warning of some sort.
Are they dwarven?
No.
Are they halfling?
No, they're common.
They're the abyssal.
Also, they're not really moves that are they? They're common. You can meet them.
So what do? The door is locked.
What do they say? Want me to open it?
Yeah, get that rogue in there. Unlock that bad boy.
Sure, you go in first.
All right, Duncan will go in first.
All right, roll to see if you pick the lock.
Oh, I'm gonna give him guidance, so you can throw extra 1d4. Oh, I guess that help with lock picking.
Yep.
So
Okay.
17.
You open the door.
Okay, hold on, let me unlock it. 'Cause I think Alright, now you can open the door if you want.
Alright, I'm ready. Opening the door.
Step back.
Oh,
Open it, plate
as
mail.
you are in the process, as you open the door, you get hit with some cold damage. You're still successful, but there was a trap on the door.
Clever. What the hell?
What the
I got a chill.
Okay, so everybody take a Constitution save of 13 or take 9 points of damage.
Everybody at the door, or just everybody?
Everybody at the door area. So Gray and William do not have to.
What, 13 you said?
Yeah, that is at 13.
Great. How much damage?
Just 9, and then half. So 4 if you guys failed.
Didn't.
So as you walk into the room, you guys should be able to unlock it and walk in. So you can tell that this is a crypt because there are many tombs throughout the place.
Tombs for who? Is there any markings?
You see the symbol of the Earth's elemental on all the tombs, on top of the tombs.
But their names or anything? Dates?
No.
Alright.
Well, that
Looks good, guys.
Let's do one of the sexy lady ones.
Sexy lady ones?
Yeah.
Like that one?
Yeah.
Cool.
You're gonna open that one?
We're gonna see how we can open that one.
You can just pick. You guys can just lift the lid.
I thought you said lick the lid. I was like, what?
No, not licking the lid. You freak. So as you open up the lid, you see a skeleton wearing a earth robe, a temple,
Is it?
and has a bronze ring with a triangle setting of a jet gemstone.
Ooh, jet marks.
But it's not animated or anything. Yeah, it's dead.
Yes,
So,
it's dead.
you never know with the undead.
Right. Well, do you think we need that ring? Should we lop a finger off and take that ring?
Oh, you could just. See, the thing about rings is that they're fitted for skeletons with flesh attached, so that once the skin disintegrates around it, you can just slip it right off. It used to be my job, you know.
I did not
I'm
know
gonna take
that.
the ring.
Alright, brother, take it off.
Alright, I'll take the ring off.
Okay. You have a ring.
Sweet.
Cool. Is there anything? Is it just like how this person died? Or anything?
No, it just seems like it was a ceremony, and
Put on the ring.
Cool.
Up. Does it seem magical? Zenber knows things like that.
Let's go check some other ones and see what we got.
All right.
We'll check them all at the same time. Let's try this one next.
Okay. Same thing. Same type. Another ring.
I'll pick that one up.
Seems like maybe we might need these rings to get into the inner sanctum or something.
This one.
Yep. Same thing.
Okay, I'm gonna keep going up. Same thing on each of them.
Yes, but the last one has a different cloak on.
Ooh. What's special about this one?
I don't know. It just seems like where the other cloaks that you examined were more worn by age, this one still looks new.
Fresh.
Ah.
Flesh. Is it fleshy?
Is it fleshy?
Not the skeleton, the cloak.
Touch it, Gray. Touch it.
No, I'm just gonna stand right out here.
Alright, I'll remove the cloak then.
Okay. So besides only the smell on it, the cloak seems in very fine condition.
Alright,
It smells a little bit like Thorin.
let's go ahead and get these two down here. Anything other than a ring?
Nope, just the rings and the cloaks.
Alright, and then these three.
Same thing.
Cool. Now I'll detect magic on all the stuff we got.
So the only thing that radiates magic is the cloak.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Fancy cloak. We should look for trapdoors while we're here too, or secret doors.
Don't we have an item for that?
Yeah, I can wave my wand around.
I mean, the magic item.
Yeah, I have a magic wand. Is that what you're talking about?
Great as it wants you waving your wand around, but if you've got a magic one.
It's my wand of secrets. Do you want to see my wand of secrets? Come over here.
Well, there's a nice cozy little
Where should we try it? It's only got a range of
nook-
30
nook
feet.
over here.
30 feet is this whole room now.
Oh, there's that. I feel like down here would be better. So
Oh,
Is it a 30-foot radius?
yeah.
That'll
full
cover the
space
whole.
here.
Oh, that'll cover the whole room. All right. I'm gonna use my wand of secrets. Let's Zenver. Did he finish doing his?
Magic? Yeah.
Okay. Let me do my wand of secrets then. I don't know why.
Make sure. Make sure you take a charge out and you discover nothing. The
Stupid
wand
of
starts to
secrets.
glow and then goes dead silent.
Fizzles. I hate when my wand fizzles.
That's what she said.
So, where would you like to explore now?
Is under detecting magic?
He detected
right,
magic
there's
on the
the
cloak, but we don't know.
We got a magic cloak.
Do you want to take 10 minutes with it?
We all have magic cloak already, don't we?
Right, we all have magic cloaks, but you want 10 minutes alone with it? I think that's what he meant.
Maybe it's an upgrade.
And we have time later.
Or
Grab
maybe
it.
it's key to navigating the temple.
Duncan, can you move yourself, Patrick?
I can. Are we moving somewhere else?
Yeah, Zember's getting way ahead. He's a sprinter.
Are we not opening the rest of these?
We did open them all.
No. They opened up all the crypts.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
you're
a bunch of
passing.
rings.
You're passing another door.
Should we try this one?
Why not? I'm not standing in front this time. Though. Somebody else can take
Oh,
that.
this one's just a normal door. There's nothing unusual about it.
If I try the handle, is it locked?
No, it is unlocked. Not locked.
Hey guys, this one's not locked.
Alright, not it.
Not it, miss. You got the 27 armor class, tough guy.
That doesn't matter against cold traps. I can't dodge for shit in this armor.
Are you guys
I
going
can't
in?
scroll my screen. Oh, there, it caught up. I was lagged out for a second.
Do we hear anybody in that room? Or
As you guys enter in, you notice that there's a passage to your right, but straight ahead, you see a place that it looks like at one point you don't notice any movement or hear anything out of the ordinary. Up ahead, looks like there's some type of what looks like could have been some storage of alchemist supplies, but there's a lot of like broken flask and pottery, and even the shelves and benches are now broken and strewn about.
Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and investigate if there's anything useful here.
Okay, go ahead and roll.
Investigation.
I'm gonna investigate too.
All right, Denver. So you find a bottle of dull red powder, which is phosphorus, or how do you pronounce that?
Phosphorus.
Phosphorus. So you find a bottle of that. Gray, you found.
Hold on, I'm gonna go over here and be very specific. I'm going to check his desk.
Okay, well, you found a vial of sparkling red powder, which is ground rubies,
Ooh, for
which is
sure.
very valuable. It's a gem dust.
I'm gonna pocket. I'm gonna put that in.
Okay, and then because now with 5th edition, if you just roll investigate the area. So you guys also find a bag which contains 4 amber rods, and these are all spell components. Even the roots are spell components. You find a bottle of yellow powder, which is pure sulfur. So, like the ruby dust, that's worth 1,000 gold pieces to like an alchemist or
I feel like I need that for something.
You find a bottle of pure sulfur, which is like material-wise like 40 gold pieces. The red powder was worth 35. You find a tin box with another yellow powder, saffron, which is worth 5 gold pieces. A tube of liquid of silvery fluid, which Denver recognizes right away as quicksilver, and that's worth like 100 gold pieces. And another vial of sparkling black powder, which tourmaline, which is worth 500 gold pieces. And then there's another flask of blackish red liquid, which Denver, if you were to open up and smell, you determine that it's an animal's blood. But Tori would be able to recognize the blood as being lion.
Oh, lion blood. Oh, yeah.
That's 10 gold pieces.
Dude, how do you know it's lion blood?
I tasted it. It tastes like dried lion blood.
No, it's still liquid. You would just tell.
You drink lion blood a lot?
10 gold
Uh-huh.
pieces.
Only when I need to.
Sometimes when you kill a lion, the blood splatters into your mouth. You know how it is.
Yep.
So all that stuff right there is good for like Denver.
Last time I was a
Or even
lion,
great
I accidentally bit the inside of my
for
cheek.
spell components to research spells or something, or even make a magical item.
Very good.
Up for trying to bribe some stupid old man.
Hey man, what man Pete, dude?
Useless old Pete, I call him.
You won't believe his mom just like that. She had a kid, and then immediately he's like, I'm gonna call him Old Man Pete.
Well, sure, he was all wrinkled when he was born, I'm sure. And gray.
So, towards that other the hallway, it seems to turn north.
We're on the move, Duncan. Looking for something for you to kill.
Yeah,
Root chamber is
I
plastered
right down there.
and painted with disgusting and adages. It was apparently used as a restful place to which the clerics of the cult might retreat and ponder the glories of the earth's elemental evil. A huge eye is painted on the ceiling and seems to be glaring down upon all in place. Padded benches still line the walls and several chairs remain intact. From the condition of these seats and the look of the floor, the ghastly chamber is still frequently used on occasion.
I'm gonna sit in this chair over here.
Rest your weary bones.
This one's not that comfortable, I'm gonna try this one over there. It's over the other.
Yes. Yeah, they're all comfortable. I mean, they are padded benches.
Well, we need a rest. Come back here. Yes.
Back here. I'm not sure about that. Looking down at me.
It's eyeballing you.
It's a video room. It's recording everything.
Well, I want to get naked in the room, that's for sure.
Alright, we got a couple of people who are in the back. What are you guys doing? You staying there? You moving the party?
They're resting.
Duncan? Alright,
I'm
stop.
ready,
Are you moving with the rest of the group? Yeah.
Use my keen eyes to look around at what's happening.
We definitely need to look at getting into some spectacles.
Alright, as you get closer to this hallway, the corridor is sheathed in polished brown marble, veined with black, inlaid floors and triangle pieces of polished yellow marble, forming a definite path leading around the corner to the north. The brown of the marble shade towards it proceeds northward, but deepens in the dark chocolate hue southwards. The large bronze... I'm sorry. So, you guys have already been through here. You guys know the description of it.
Oh yeah, this is the way to Marlin's fancy room. Marlin's not her name though. What's her name?
Marlos.
Marlo, thank you.
Close enough.
I was pretty close.
As you turn the corner, there are two Black Earth Black Earth guards there.
Alright, I whisper to Michael, tell him we're here to see Marlos.
Are we ready to talk?
Yep.
And then, Duncan, what are you doing?
let them talk.
No, I mean, are you moving up, or I just want to know if you're staying there. So the guards are just standing, looking at you in silence.
We're here to serve Marlos. We've heard that she's been sending acolytes to the Earth plane.
Okay, make a persuasion check.
You want me to do a performance check?
No, because you're trying to persuade them.
Alright.
Well, I rolled for me for my insight check to see if they believe you. What'd you roll? I haven't seen your roll.
Yeah, I didn't roll.
Yeah, it might be lagged.
It's probably lagged.
You should just keep clicking that button, and then when it delags, we'll see how many rolls it does.
Alright,
Yeah, that's what it usually does.
yeah, why is that rolled for me?
I don't know. Can somebody else just roll and just add your wisdom bonus
D20.
or your charisma? Yeah, roll
20 plus,
a
plus
d20.
10.
27.
Okay. So the guards, they step aside for you. What do you do?
Let's go in.
Yep.
I'll
I'll,
strut
I'll
on in
nod.
like I own the place.
I'm going to nod in respect to that guard as I walk by.
Okay. So, as you guys have been there before, you notice that this time there are two bullets with some riders on them.
Going over here now.
Yeah, as soon as you guys walk in through here,
Behind the curtain.
And I'm going to hide behind brother.
Oh, there's some of those diggers.
oh, that's weird. All right. Wow, it just shut everything off for me. It's okay, that's good. Well, as I'm moving stuff, it just focuses just on area. Also, you see a priest up there, but not Marlos.
Alright, I'm just gonna go up by myself.
What do the rest of you do?
I'll hang back and see what happens with Gray. Gray's the face.
So I bow and
Wait a minute, did somebody say they stayed back outside completely?
No.
Oh,
I'm hiding behind Duncan now
oh, okay.
because bullets.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yes, you notice that the bullets are kind of, at least the one close to you seems like it's be a little restless.
Bullets.
And the rider is keeping it under control.
We do love a tasty hell of treat.
so I bow to the priest and I ask to be sent to can you please we would like to be sent to the Earth Realm to serve Marlos to get the gem, the Earth Gem.
With that, the priest looks at you and says, Marlos asked you to go into the portal.
No, we heard about it and we want to serve her. We were hoping that she would send us.
Well, Marlos is currently not here. But if you wait, I will bring her. And with that, he motioned for the rest of you guys to come in. As he comes closer to you, he's like, "Are you new recruits?
I'm
I
gonna
don't
walk up
remember
closer.
seeing you."
We are new. We are here to serve for the glory of the Earth Temple.
Are you walking up closer to Duncan too?
Same loads.
Okay.
Yeah, would you be able to send us through so we don't have to wait around?
No, I do not have that type of power. Just wait here, and everything that you desire to you. And he leads after the curtains. And the soldiers are just watching, kind of looking over you guys, but not doing anything in particular. And you seem to be waiting for like more than 10 minutes.
We should have brought snacks.
Yeah, I've got some jerky. Would you like a piece?
Sure.
All right. Let's check on something. All right. So through the curtain, in walks Marlowe.
I'm gonna move around. Just
Okay.
kind of any
As
block.
you wait, as you're right there, can you change these tokens to large? You know which one I'm talking about.
The bullets.
No, the bullets are fine, but this one right here, these tokens, without you saying anything, and this token, like all four of those tokens. So as you walk in,
Hold on, let me do that first.
mhm, So Marlowe says, "Oh, I remember this. You claimed that you served me the last time you. I didn't think you would be foolish enough to come back here, let alone with a skull. What do you guys do?"
We were. Well, okay. I don't know what information I have right now. So I'm gonna. This is outside of the game. So do I know about Izu and Zuckmoy and the skull situation?
Yes, you do.
In terms of like it speaking to Zenver?
No, Les never told you that. None of you guys would know that.
Okay. Well.
So,
did he tell us that?
I told that it was voices were speaking to me. I don't think I identified who. I don't think I necessarily knew who.
Well, if you told them about the voices, then you knew back then it was Zuckmo and Izu. So if you told them back then they would.
I mean, we know about the voices. We just don't. I don't know if he specifically told us who it was.
I think he did, because he specifically didn't remember that he knew until he remembered when he told us. Based on what the Dungeon Master said.
Well, I don't know if he told you guys. Did he tell everybody?
Yep, everyone was there.
Okay.
Everybody
So
was.
then, yeah, you do know that Izu does talk to Denver, and that Zuckmoy has talked to him, and that he's the only person who can hear them.
Okay. Alright, second point. Okay. So I turn my eyes black. And then
Ooh,
I
could be interesting.
make a scary voice.
Okay.
We were sent to protect Zenver. Izu and Zuckmoy has ordered us to take him to the Earth plane to complete the skull. And anybody who does not take their orders will be punished heavily.
All right, make your check.
What would that be?
It'd be persuasion.
What about intimidation?
What about performance? I mean, okay, persuasion's still fine.
You get a fat Oh no! I was gonna say you get a fat bonus on persuasion, but they just laugh.
It almost seemed like she was starting to believe you, and then she starts laughing. And she's like, "That's a nice trick."
So much
But you know what?
RNG.
I have a trick too. And she removes her mask. And you guys all see, for the first time, her face. And you notice that there are snakes all around her hair. So everybody's going to take
TPK.
Everybody's going to take a save against petrification. It's a DC 14.
Wait, I got distracted. What happened?
We're getting turned to stone.
By who?
Yeah. Marlowe.
Marlowe's is a Medusa.
Marlowe.
Con save, right?
And we're rolling. What do we got to roll on?
A 14 for Constitution.
Easy peasy.
Yeah, you guys get your Constitution, whatever bonuses you guys get.
Oh, I'm stoned.
Jesus, rolling like shit.
So Denver's good for sure. Thorin's good.
Oh,
Duncan?
just on a whim, I memorized the right spells today. Oh, that's good.
Yes, shenanigans. I call shenanigans. But Patrick, what are you doing? You need to make a. You still here with us?
I think he got petrified.
Aye, he's
Well,
stoned.
When do you guys think? When do you guys can click on Patrick and then roll for him?
Hang on a second. I'll look something up.
Okay.
I got distracted for a second. I gotta make sure that I'm doing this properly too.
Oh, because of your dodge.
The dodge would be a dex save, not a constitution. I'm not worried about that. I can get a reroll, but I have to be raging. And if we're going into that, yeah, I wouldn't mind having a chance to just go into a rage. She's gonna actually do something to us.
Yeah,
Okay.
we only get a roll for initiative before we have to do all this.
Hmm.
Like, if we had tried to attack her, we'd have to roll for initiative. Just saying. Wondering.
We will be rolling initiative, but this happens first. But I'm gonna have to. That's a tough one. I don't. I want to say yes, you could do it, but you didn't. You didn't like while they were talking, and you noticed
Well,
that
so
they
does
didn't
she now.
believe it. Like you didn't. Okay. So I'm gonna say yes because maybe you didn't hear me. So I'm gonna give you the benefit. Like the moment you decided, the moment you heard that the bluff didn't work, you could go into your rage. And I'm just gonna assume because of your bad connection, you didn't hear everything. So you can go into a
I
rage.
also don't want to interrupt, but
Right.
oh, Constitution save. Pulling it
Yep,
now.
14. Oh, okay. So none of you guys failed it by 5, which is a good thing. You guys are starting to turn to stone, and you guys are restrained, and you get to repeat the saving throw on your next turn. So we're going to roll
Okay.
initiative now.
Oh my god, my rolls are bad.
You said 14 was the number to beat, right?
Yeah. So 19, you got your.
So, yeah,
Okay.
I'd get another
So
reroll.
you're good. And you notice the rest are slowly just. Oh, I forgot to do William. Thank God he's got a good constitution. Oh, he is turned to stone. Oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty stoned, so I can't.
So William is knocked out completely.
So does that mean I'm knocked out too?
Did you fail by 5?
No.
No, then you're not. You have to fail by 5 to be instantly petrified.
Instantly stoned.
Yep.
Apparently, I'm in the tracker twice.
I was gonna say, anybody else see double Duncans? Duncan's double dipping.
Gets 2 attacks.
I get advantage on initiative. I could roll advantage twice.
All
Let's
right.
take the higher of the 2.
We were missing,
Oh, sorry. I need to do my initiative.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know you're worried.
It's ugly. You ugly. Are they standing behind us? I thought she was in the middle of the room.
No. She.
she came in.
Oh, the
She came
priest
in.
was in the middle of the room at some point.
Yeah.
The black priest.
Why am I back there?
Is it a black earth priest or is it a black earth priest?
A black earth priest.
Ooh, that's a lot of stuff in the tracker. I've seen ogres.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're out of room on the track. No more rolling.
All right. So this is how we are going to
Yeah, not
start
last.
and,
I'm second
and leave
last.
it as a cliffhanger. Wait, I don't want them all.
Oh, leave it as a cliffhanger. It's just getting interesting.
I know with the time.
Yeah.
All right, so Helena walks in. I can't move her for the moment. Okay, so Helena walks in
Oh, she
and
has one.
she's like, "I told you they'd be stupid enough to come back." And that's how we'll end it because it's almost close to 11, and this is going to be an epic combat.
All right.
Well, we're all gonna die. So I got my new character ready.
Epic to the point where most of the party turns to stone.
No, you still get a saving throw again, which means you can. Here's the thing: you guys have not used your inspiration. You could have used your inspiration.
I
I
don't have
haven't had an
one.
inspiration for months.
I have an inspiration. I just don't really
I
understand
gave you
it.
guys one last look. Everybody
Yeah, I have
has
like
an
3.
inspiration to
Still
start this
never
off.
got one.
Used mine
Get
some time
3 at
ago.
one point.
Yeah, I have like 3 because I don't really know how to use them or when to use them.
That save was one of them. Everybody has 2 inspirations, and for those of you at home, I know the rule is 3 or is 1 maximum, but I set up to 3 because we're playing in the Greyhawk setting, so it's more of a old school D&D cutthroat style, and
Thanks,
there's
Kyla.
some saves where like instant death. So because of all the other adventures and things that you've done, I thought I gave you guys inspiration. I thought I'd say give you. Everybody has 2.
I remember
I've been
handing
using
out
a
one
lot of-
inspiration to one person in the last month or so.
My resistance spell says that I can cast it after making the saving throw. Can I do that?
Is it a reaction?
It gives me a
Yeah, you
D4. It calls it an action, but it says you can roll the die before or after making the saving throw.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, cool.
So who was the people affected who were like slowly turning to stone?
So that saves me because I was at like 13.
Oh, you add that?
Right.
Okay, so you're good. So it's just Gray and Duncan. Denver, you were good, right?
I'm good.
Yeah, and poor William's turn.
He's gonna die.
Oh,
He's fodder anyway.
I mean, I
And
think he was wearing
I'm sick.
I think he had on a red tunic.
I needed to go before this lady. Wait, after.
Dude, I don't know his last initiative.
Yeah,
We all rolled bad.
yeah, you did.
Duncan.
I mean, Duncan rolled pretty good.
I'm
I'm actually surprised that Burrow Shark Rider higher than you guys.
Yeah,
Because they had.
die.
What is a burrow shark going to do on stone? Hewn stone forest.
So I guess we're gonna find out.
Yeah, great.
I think you need to touch the skull.
So that should do it, people. Take us away, Tori, on this epic cliffhanger.
Yeah, really is a cliffhanger. Thanks for joining me and us, everybody. Please be sure to click the like button. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And if you want to know when I'm